Friends, today we are going to learn about for loop. It is also a loop just like while loop, and its structure is little bit different than while loop. In for loop, first we have to initialize a variable. We have to declare and initialize a variable. Then after initialization, we perform a continuation test. If that test is true, then we execute that block of code and then we update that variable. If again and again we perform continuation test, if condition is that test is true, then we will execute that statement and then again we will update. We will keep on doing this, and when our test condition will be false, we will exit from this for loop. This is structure of for loop. In for loop, we have to perform initialization once in whole for loop we have to perform initialization. Then we will check our test. If that test is not true, then we will exit from for loop. If that test is true, then we will execute the statements and then we will perform update, and we will keep on doing this unless the test is false. Now let's have its practical example. Here I am going to replace this while loop by for loop. Go to PHP statements and select for, and in this for loop first we have to declare and initialize a variable. Here I will declare a variable distance and I will initialize it with value 50. I have assigned 50 to this distance variable. Now we have to write the continuation test, and continuation test is distance less than equal to 250. We want to execute this for loop until value of distance exceeds 250, and then we have to perform update, and in update I will write distance plus is equal to 50, and it is doing the same thing as I have written here, and I have only written in shorthand form. Now I will take this block of code from while loop and I will put it here in for loop. This is the curly brace of while loop. I will put it here and I will comment out this while loop. Now we are done. Our for loop is complete. Now I will save it. I will run it, and here you can see we have written the same as we were doing by while loop. In while loop we declare the variable outside the while loop and then we perform a test and then we update it. But in for loop we have declared and initialized the variable, then the test and then update in a single line. So this is the main difference between while loop and for loop. There is little bit more different, but we will go through those differences in our upcoming lecture. Okay, one more thing which is left regarding loop is do while loop. In while loop we were first checking the test, and if test was true, then we were executing this block of code. But if we want to execute block of code first and then perform the test, then we can use do while, and in do while we run the code of while loop first, and after that we perform a test. If that test is true, then we will keep on repeating this while loop. So this is the flowchart of while loop, and our code will be executed at least once in do while loop, but in while loop there is no surety that code will be executed or not, because if test is false, that code will not be executed. So this is the difference between while loop and do while loop. You can use these loops and for loop according to your requirements. Have a practice of these loops, and we will learn more about PHP concepts in our upcoming lecture, and we will do web development as well. Thank you for your time.